From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Although a majority of South Dakotans who commented opposed them, the South Dakota Board of Education Standards on Monday approved a controversial set of new social studies standards. The 7-member Board of Education Standards voted 5-2 to implement the controversial standards after a fourth and final public hearing Monday in Pierre. Board members discussed the standards for the first time after hearing passionate testimony from both proponents and opponents at the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center. As of April 14th, there were 1,295 public comments, breaking down as 121 in favor, 1,137 against, and 37 neutral. A Rapid City man has pleaded guilty in connection to an August 2022 homicide. Amy Rose has more.
A Rapid City man has pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting manslaughter in connection with an August homicide. Louis Perea was one of 5 suspects that had been previously charged in the shooting deaths of 29-year-old Joseph Standing Bear and 37-year-old Peyton Milk. Perea has been previously charged with both first-degree murder along with aiding and abetting manslaughter in the first degree. Perea could face a maximum of life in prison and is scheduled for sentencing on the morning of August 10th at the Pennington County Courthouse.
Rapid City police say an intoxicated female crashed into an electrical box right across from the Pennington County Jail over the weekend. Police say 27-year-old Winona Joseph of Rapid City was driving a vehicle on 3rd Street when an officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop. Joseph continued driving through Alley A before hitting a dead end just before 1st Street. Officers noted the smell of alcohol and located an open container inside the vehicle. Joseph was placed under arrest for DUI, eluding, open container, and various other charges. She was transported the short distance to the Pennington County Jail. In national and international news, a Russian judge has ruled that an American journalist arrested on spying charges as part of a sweeping Kremlin crackdown on press freedom amid the war in Ukraine will remain jailed. Evan Gershkovich and the U.S. government vehemently deny the allegations. The Wall Street Journal reporter is the first U.S. correspondent since the Cold War to be detained in Russia on spying allegations. His arrest rattled journalists in the country and elicited outrage in the West. Russia's Federal Security Service detained the 31-year-old in March and accused him of trying to obtain classified information about a Russian arms factory. A judge with the Moscow City Court rejected the reporter's appeal of his detention on Tuesday, ruling that he must stay in jail until at least May 29th. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin made a trip to visit troops in Ukraine. Amy Rose has more.
The Kremlin says Russian President Vladimir Putin has visited the headquarters of Russian troops fighting in Ukraine. A video released by the Kremlin early Tuesday showed Putin visiting the command posts for Russian forces in the southern Ukrainian province of Kherson and receiving reports from the top military brass. He then moved by helicopter to the headquarters of the Russian National Guard in Luhansk province to hear reports about the situation there. The trip on Monday was Putin's second to Russian-occupied areas of Ukraine in as many months. Russia illegally annexed Kherson and Luhansk along with Donetsk in Zaporizhia provinces in September.
An 84-year-old white man in Kansas City, Missouri, has been charged with first-degree assault for shooting a black teen who mistakenly went to the man's home to pick up his younger brothers. Prosecuting attorney Zachary Thompson said at a news conference Monday that there was a racial component when Andrew Lester twice shot 16-year-old Ralph Yarl, but nothing in the charging document says the shooting was racially motivated. Yarl is recovering from the Tuesday night shooting at home after being released from the hospital. The shooting outraged many in Kansas City and across the nation. The assault charge carries a penalty of up to life in prison. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Cloudy with a chance of rain today and a high of 67. Low tonight, 39. And that was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.